Hey you guys. Okay, it's super bright, so I'm gonna leave my sunglasses on. I apologize, can't see my eyeballs. I want to talk about how to follow your passion, how you do that, what that actually looks like. Not that I have it all figured out, because I don't. But I want to tell you, oh my god, I'm like shading myself. Here we go, it's happening. I want to tell you my own personal journey in hopes that it helps you on your journey. And I want to show you my shirt because I got gifted this shirt for my birthday and I love it. It says, can you see? I can't see anything. I'm so blinded right now. But anyways, it says, live your passion. And I got this from the same person. She's amazing. I love her. She got me a necklace and it says, bloom. Isn't that what we're all supposed to do? We're supposed to bloom. We can't stay all closed up. We're supposed to blossom and show our beautiful gifts and talents and our petals, right? We gotta bloom. So let me tell you my story. So back in 2012, went through a really rough breakup. I'm sure you've been there, where it's just really freaking hard and you are in an incredibly low emotional point. And I was in a low point in a lot of areas of my life. So like, I wasn't happy with my body. I was unhappy in my job. I wasn't feeling fulfilled at all. I was feeling really heartbroken. I was just really in an emotional low point, right? Like one of those times that like once you get out of it, like you have to like fucking work your ass off to climb your way back out of it and like rediscover yourself and all of that shit. So, but I'm incredibly thankful for that experience and for that time in my life, because that is when I had a really big shift in my life. It was such a pivotal moment. And so I look back at that time in my life and I'm actually incredibly grateful that the shit hit the fan in the way that it did, because it has literally brought me to here. So when that happened, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't want to settle anymore. I feel like it's important to follow my passion, to follow my dreams. And like, I can't do this like mediocre shit anymore. The problem was, I didn't really know what my passion was. And I talked to a lot of you, and I hear from a lot of you that you also struggle. Like, well, I don't know what my thing is. I don't know what my passion is. Like, I just don't even know where to start. I have been there. 100% I have been there, and I'm going to tell you how to fucking follow your passion anyways. And so step number one, you do need to figure out what you want, and things that you like what lights you up, what excites you, what are the things in your life that you're like, man, I fucking love doing that, right? So for me, I had been teaching group fitness, aerobics, whatever you want to call it, since I was 18. And that was kind of the constant in my life. Sure, I took little breaks here and there, but that was something that I always had a passion for. But I never believed at that time that I could build a business around teaching. I just was like, what? I have to teach like 1 million hours a day, and that just wouldn't work, and blah, blah, blah. So I took the next best step, and that's what I'm going to pass on to you, is wherever you're at, if you feel lost, feel confused, don't really know how to follow your passion, all you have to do is take the next best step, because I'm telling you, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, it has your back, right? Like the wind is beneath your wings. All you have to do is say, okay, I'm going to commit to this. I want to change my life. I want to follow my passion. I want to feel fulfilled. That's very hard to say. And so once you commit to that, shit's going to start lining up for you. I fucking promise you. Like the universe is going to start dropping little breadcrumbs to like lead you to your passion, to your purpose, to exactly what you fucking came here to do. Because I strongly believe that we all came here with specific gifts and talents, and things inside of us that are unique to us and to us alone, that we are meant to share with the world. But if we're not trying, then it's not going to happen. So all you have to do, that little step number one, is you have to really figure out, what is the next best step? What is the next best step? So in my situation, in my story, in my journey, I was like, okay, I know I love the fitness industry. I know that. That's a given. I love it. So I was like, personal training makes perfect sense. I can personal train. I can teach classes. This has got to be it, right? And so I study my buns off, all the anatomy and all that crazy stuff that can be complicated, and get my personal training cert. I start personal training at the gym that I was already teaching at, and I did that for about a year. But it turns out I was like, you know what? This isn't it. This isn't this isn't actually my passion, but I had to try it, and I had to get the experience, and I had to meet the people that I met in order for it to take me to the next step, if you're following. So it's like, don't feel like any time is wasted. Like, there's never any time wasted. Like, everything is perfect. Everything in your life is perfect. Everything that you have done in your life is just leading you to what's next. It's just preparing you. So don't beat yourself up for anything that you feel like was a waste of time. Like, that's just, it's wasting your time to think that your things that you've done in your life is a waste of time, because it all makes sense. It all plays a part in the bigger picture, in the puzzle of your life. So after that, then I really found yoga. And then I was like, well, I could build a business around that. So I built a business around it, you know, and then, you know, through my whole journey, I'd really been like obsessed with like self-discovery and personal development. And then, you know, I start making videos, and then as I go through my yoga journey, then I'm like, I want to create my own format. So then I create my own format. It's like everything, all the chips just keep falling in alignment. All you have to do is commit and say, guess what? Fuck this passionless, unfulfilling life. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. Just commit to following your passion, and the universe is going to give you little breadcrumbs that's going to lead you exactly where you need to go. So where I'm at now, as opposed to 2012, I feel pretty firmly on my path. Like, yes, it's been sometimes a confusing and frustrating and hard process, but it's hard for a fucking reason. Like, if it was easy, A, everyone would be doing it, and B, it wouldn't be that exciting, because then you'd be like, oh, that's easy, I don't really care. Like, I've had to work for this shit, and so it makes me like proud and like, yeah, like I work for my passion. Like, I am obsessed with aligning with my soul calling and my purpose, and like serving my people in the way that I was always meant to, because I love helping people. I freaking love helping people, and I want to serve in the way that I'm called to serve, not in some other way that doesn't feel good, that doesn't light me up, that doesn't feel like it's right, you know. So that's really my big tips, I should say, for following your passion, is you gotta have a lot of faith. Seriously, you have to have a lot of faith. You're not going to be given all the answers. It's not going to be handed to you, at least in my experience, on a silver platter where you're like, well, here's your assignment. Go ahead, have a good time, see you later. Like, this isn't your fucking guidance counselor. It's a little different, I think, with, you know, your soul calling and aligning with your higher self. And doing all that, you kind of get it in like bits and pieces, and it can be confusing and frustrating and all of those things. But guess what? It is so worth it. It is so worth it. And even though, like I said, I feel pretty firmly on my path, there's still times where I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? You know? And do I feel like I'm like totally fulfilling my soul calling right now? I don't, but I feel like I'm just really on the path, and I probably need to let that go and just be like, you know what, in each moment you're living your calling. As long as you are aligning with it and committed to it, then you're doing it. So I've been talking at you guys for 8 minutes, so I'm gonna jump off of here, but that is how I have followed my passion and been able to live a more fulfilling life that feels like it's in alignment with what I freaking came here to do. Because isn't that what we want to do? Don't you want to like do what you came here to do? Like, I seriously feel like we all came here with assignments and special gifts and talents, and that it would be a waste if we just let that die. Like what Wayne Dyer says, I love, don't die with your music still inside of you. It's like, you have something to share, and I want you to share it. And like, that's my big thing that like makes me want to like shake people up. So I get really, really, really excited when people align with their gifts and their calling and their passion. And I love seeing people being creative. I love seeing people step outside of their comfort zone and their box and doing things that they're like, man, this lights my shit up. I fucking love it. Like, makes me excited. So anyways, that's what I got for you. TiffanyJolly.com. Check out some Omnia Yoga. It's a life changer. Like, it's changed my life, and it's definitely changed the lives of my clients. And I'm super excited about it. It's my baby. It's my passion. And you guys are awesome. I love you. I'll catch you next time. Bye.